What's hidden behind the outer visible picture of running that defines superiority of this talented sprinter? What does he do better than others? And what parameter of the environment is he using that others don't? Physically, with his height of 6'5", Bolt is practically the tallest athlete in the world's history of sprinting. To some extent, it reflects in his step length of running. In the final heat of 100 meters in the World Championship in Berlin, Bolt made 41 steps with an average length of 2.44 meters. His closest competitor, Tyson Gay, height 5'11", made 45.45 steps with the average length of 2.20 meters. But the influence of the height on the step length would be a too simple explanation for his superiority. Behind the seemingly light and relaxed movement lies a different running technique, separating him from his rivals. To explain this different technique of running, he follows the theory of pose method, which is based on principally different concepts from those dominant now. The latter based on priority of muscular efforts directed to active movement of legs pushing the body forward. The most important factor is that Bolt uses gravity. To be more exact, gravitational torque, the leading factor that allows him to more effectively involve all other forces, working as a whole and highly effective system for horizontal repositioning of the athlete with high velocity. In his running, he uses rotation of the body around the point of support under the action of gravitational torque, which in essence is a free falling of the body forward. Certainly, it is happening in a limited frame of space and time, during the period of support from the vertical position to the end of support. In reality, indeed, it is about a relatively small angle in space where the falling is happening. By theoretical calculations, these angles range from 0 to 22.5 degrees, starting from the vertical, for running with a relatively even speed. The key running pose, favorable for performing falling forward and allowing to integrate all participating forces into one system, moving a runner forward, is the running pose at mid-stance or vertical position, which general center of mass is over the point of support. Preservation of the pose during the rotation of the body around the point of support proves that the body is rotating, moving as a whole system. Comparing Bolt's running with that of his rivals delineates his technique essentially differs in details of the pose and its maintenance until the end of support standard, giving him a possibility to use such an external factor as gravity and his natural gift, height, to the maximum. The position of the swing foot is close to the knee of the support leg. It is necessary to mention that visually these differences in technique are very small, almost invisible, but exactly they create the base for our impression of his movements as a light, relaxed, and fast. Some prognosis about his possible progress. If he manages to increase his average step frequency of running to the level of his rivals, just to something around 4.5 steps per second, 270 steps per minute, having the same average angle of falling, his result on 100 meters could be 9.11 seconds.